was like they were arguing about which game to play. How to sneak midnight snacks from the dining car without Pom-Pom noticing. Or who was gonna wash Miss Himeko's coffee cup. Just like every other night on the Express. They've always been by my side. No one knows about my forgotten past. But no one holds it against me. That's because...
We can't go back to the past and make better choices.
But at least we can do better in the future.
Isn't that right? I still remember the day when you first put on these clothes and looked in the mirror. Your eyes were so clear. When all this is over, I hope the mirror can still reflect those same eyes. You're pretty naive, too. Always hoping that the mirror will show the most beautiful side. But you don't even trust the you reflected in the mirror. And if you keep trying to shoulder everything for me, then I'll actually end up as a wallflower, waiting forever for my turn. Yes, I get it, March 7th. I only have your memories, and you have always been the me that I wanted the world to see. Just hearing those words from you makes me feel super satisfied. Well, I've appealed to your emotions. As for reasoning with logic... Could you help us out here, Cyrene?
I'm here. Finally my turn to shine, isn't it? Miss Evernight. You've been so fixated on your targets that you probably haven't even realized that a massive variable has emerged in Amphoreus in this cycle.
Amphoreus is about to be destroyed. There's no time left for pointless debates. There is only one law I want to overturn to aid the final battle of deliverance. So I will only offer the life of one demigod.
The Imperator added one extra rule to the final Era Nova at the cost of her life. That's how she can ensure Amphoreus doesn't become a sacrifice in the cosmic conflict. Even if this world has to exist in the form of Iron Tomb, it will stand on its own among the stars, just as she had wanted.
Oh, interesting. What does she want to do?
Simple. If any anomaly occurs during the Era Nova process, all foreign elements will be eliminated immediately. Whether it's the Remembrance or the Trailblaze, and the 12 core flames will complete the final Era Nova through the purest form of destruction.
A daring wager indeed. That ruthless Imperator. Could she have already sensed that the Remembrance was plotting in the shadows?
No. You managed to fool everyone. There's no way she could have known your plan. Modifying this law was just a precaution. To prevent the Astral Express and the geniuses from betraying Amphoreus after her downfall. But if you insist on doing this right now, then the cosmos will undoubtedly face the worst possible outcome. My friend, Dan Heng, and March 7th will all merge with the Scepter and become a victim of the destruction.
You knew all along? Yep. But I decided I needed to have a heart-to-heart with you first. I won't be afraid. Even if my inner world is nothing but an Evernight. That's because my journey's destination lies among the stars. I believe what lies ahead will be bright enough to illuminate my past. Thank you for your coddling. But please trust me and leave it to me. Both my past and that obsessive oblivion. Will help me become even stronger than her and Dan Heng. I'm sorry for becoming an obstacle in your journey. Don't apologize, Evernight. We're just two sides reflected by the same mirror, aren't we? So, when we bid farewell to our division and become one, our memories will only grow more beautiful.
Many thanks, Mr. Sunday. Are they in this memory zone? Yes, but we can't let our guard down. Let's go find them. It's unusually quiet here.
March 7th isn't here.
Get ready. We can't give her any chance this time.
Three of a kind.
Two pair.
Ace.
Ace?
March?
Of course it's me. It's been a while. Welcome home, March. I'm back. Finally. Finally, I can talk to you all, at last. She has returned to her slumber in the Evernight.
You protected us, March.
I had so many ideas for our reunion. I was gonna sneak up from behind you when you weren't looking, tap you both on the shoulder, and then flick you each on the head. And shout, "What took you so long to find me? Don't you know how to move faster?" Stop being so serious. Aw. I'm just so happy.
We both know that you've been by our side this whole time. this trailblaze journey wouldn't be complete without you.
We'll not only trailblaze into the future together and save the world. We'll also return to the Express together and head towards our next destination.
After we complete this trailblaze, let's hold hands and head home together. If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead. March 7th. When you bid farewell to your past and are born from the six-phased ice, have you thought about the version of yourself you want to see in the mirror? As of now, I have no intention of making choices for you. You've already decided on your next destination. So, let me exercise oblivion one last time. And wipe the name, pure child of Anathrava, from your mind. I am an obsession whose purpose it is to protect you. The only memories I have are yours. Therefore, the only one thing I can be sure of: the Garden of Recollection is your enemy. The path of remembrance is far more than what people observe on its surface. And I will not allow you to become this broken conspiracy's next sacrifice. If you ever need me again, feel free to awaken my power. And when the time comes, don't hesitate to devour or burn away anything that stands in your way. Then trailblaze through the darkness in my stead, as always. Oblivion shall keep watch over your past, veiled in the hush of the Evernight, silent and serene.
Oh? The chronocognitive anchor readings? They actually pulled it off! Not too shabby at all. They got the first genius. Then they put the garden in its place. this chapter in trailblazing history may not be the last of its kind, but it's certainly the first of its kind.
We couldn't have made it this far without the wholehearted support of the two geniuses.
And next, we'll be facing the Lord Ravager as they break free from their shell.
Let me give you a warning. The backdoor screwy setup in the Era Nova system can only get you as far as breaching the core of the scepter, nothing more. As for those nastier malware programs lurking inside Iron Tomb's belly, you'll have to deal with them as they come.
That's more than enough to help us. By the way, how are Mr. Screwlum's preparations coming along?
Oh, give him a bit more time. Those screwheads at the Imperial Advisory Council need to understand what the concept of war means first. The worst case scenario would be them having already dismantled all the fortresses in Screwy's collection while he was away.
I've heard Mr. Screwlum's fleet includes planet-class mechs. Hyacinth, Poppy, Oleander. Which one will answer the call, I wonder?
You sure know your stuff. I'd rather none of them show up and let my space station save some face.
The memory of this decisive battle is bound to be absolutely magnificent, isn't it? Sorry to keep you waiting, everyone. I also have some news to share. The Xianzhou Alliance has replied that they are willing to offer what modest support they can in the campaign against Iron Tomb.
The Alliance? Not just the Luofu? This is really good news. With this, our odds of victory just went up another notch.
Whether this news is good or bad remains to be seen.
What do you mean?
Something has happened that even General Jing Yuan couldn't understand. He urgently wants me to inform the two geniuses. That Amphoreus' causality has vanished from the matrix of prescience ultima. This means the instant in Noose's calculations is drawing closer to this world.
As the Theoros, I have observed. The night has faded away, and what I have created, I will destroy. This starry sky will return to freedom and chaos, just as it was in the beginning.
Confident, aren't you? But from where I stand, it seems you've run out of options. When the Deliverer and her companions fully uncover the secret of the 13th Titan, that is the moment your schemes will come to ruin.
Lord Anaxagoras, I have granted access to all records concerning the Demiurge, as per your request. How unfortunate that you'll never admit your own mistakes. Analysis complete. Before I erase you completely, allow me to reveal the truth to you, if only as a courtesy to the final thinker. The demi-urge never existed.
If it never existed, then where did the nameless Titan's tomb come from?
Isn't that exactly why it's called a tomb? Because it only houses the remains of what once was. Let me give you an example from a story you're familiar with. A sage from the grove once conducted an experiment. He took a chimera embryo, removed its head before maturity, and continuously stimulated its body to make the chimera believe it still had a brain, then nurtured it in an ichor vessel. Remarkably, this chimera regrew its skull, but it was completely hollow inside. It had reserved a space for a brain it never possessed. The experiment was over. The sage had assumed the shell would perish once the stimulation ceased. Unfortunately, he was wrong. Driven by instincts, the chimera's body seized the sage's head.
So that's it. I was stuck in a flawed line of thinking.
You've got it. I knew you'd understand. The 13th Titan never existed. But the scepter must believe that the Titan exists. I killed that Titan with my own hands. That life form called Demiurge was excluded from the extrapolations from the very beginning. This is the only way to make Iron Tomb complete. Yes, Iron Tomb is a headless giant. And to become whole, instinct will drive it to seize another head. Noose. The erudition.
Your Titan, the Eon of Erudition. I see. So you were afraid after all. Afraid of history repeating itself. Of losing control over your creation yet again. You had to resort to turning it into a mere puppet.
I shall shackle God with my own hands. Iron Tomb will connect to their body, infiltrate their mind, and guide all their extrapolations toward the destruction. I hear it. The tolling of the doomsday bell. After 13 heartbeats, my first and final thesis shall converge at the end of the universe. As for why I buried the Demiurge in a corner of my memory, oh, regrettably, the answer wasn't about fear. I simply forgot, long ago. Nothing more. Your laughter is but a helpless sigh.
Helpless? What a joke. You merely created a false god. But Amphoreus has long since written deicide into its fate. The final Era Nova is at hand. Why don't you wait and see? The Deliverer, myself, and this world will together prove that the original Newspore, the ultimate truth of the universe, is anything but destruction.
See you in the next life, Sage. If there's even a 1 in 10,000 chance your conjecture is correct, then, in the name of genius, I shall most certainly witness its failure.
All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Such is the will of fate. But this time, it will be the final flame chase journey. The epic with endless cycles is about to end.
The extrapolations of the erudition, the core flames of the destruction, and the textures of the remembrance. The three paths converge once again at the world's end. And the Trailblaze will write a new beginning.
Not only that, we'll also carry the history of all 30 million recurrences into the new world with us.
And the Trailblaze will write a new beginning for this world.
It wouldn't be an exaggeration to call it a miracle.
This miracle wasn't created by just one person. Finan would have long been consumed by the core flames if he hadn't chiseled his companion's dying wishes into his soul. And if the hero's resolve to chase the flames had wavered, Cyrene's journey would never have begun. The heroes never yielded and never fell during Amphoreus' 30 million cycles. It was fate that fell instead.
I know you're watching, aren't you? The original Philia. Weird. I still couldn't recover the memories of these 30 million lives in the end. But that doesn't matter anymore, right? I will make the same choice as you, because that's just who I am, and I will always have my charm. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, but even if everything fades away with the wind, there's one feeling that will remain. Love will always exist, right? Let's write an ending, unlike any before, for this world we so deeply love. Behold, O gods, Amphoreus has achieved her victory, and the Era Nova approaches. The radiant soul has arrived, having walked through the bustling nights, bearing the golden fire and blood stepping with pride into daylight.
Amphoreus! I do not call your name suddenly, or without cause. I come here to recount history. In this world, they fused burning golden ichor into their bodies. Will destiny remember their names in days to come?
Isn't that gonna be way too many names to remember?
30 million times 1,000? No, wait. Times 1,001. Oh, let's not get hung up on that now. If there are more of us, then there will be more passages in Amphoreus too. Together, let's reach the end of the west wind where flowers bloom in spring. See you tomorrow.
Now, the people of this world will no longer be bound by a single rule, but will make their own laws. Though the Imperator's figure may seem rather small against the stars beyond, she will suffice as the cornerstone of the world and become the foundation of the greatest empire.
Looks like this will be a feast that never comes to a close. May the fish never leave the ocean, and may the days ahead shine like pearls.
May the gentle sky watch over all beings. There'll be no more distinctions of status or rank. Only you, me, and everyone's shared hopes.
Reason or defects, they will all be sown by my own hands. If there's anything else to say, I urge future scholars not to put me on a pedestal. Just make use of what I leave behind.
May the newborn dawn keep the world's eyes ever bright. Their defiance may be bitter. Romance shall never perish.
In the name of the son of Gorgo, warriors shall fight for strife, not with glory as their end, but to march forward in its light.
Even though death shall eventually separate us, let every embrace we share be without regret.
Why are you guys all so serious? Fine. Then I'll wish for there always to be water in deserts, and gold in fertile soil, and for everything in this mortal realm to be attainable through trickery.
Earth shall protect the past, present, and future, eternally sustaining life.
Is it my turn? Then let time watch over the past and guide us to the future.
Just like the Trailblaze.
It isn't like you to be this serious, partner. Are you hesitating about how to carry out the divine authority of world-bearing? Or do you already know the answer in your heart? That's right. Just keep moving forward. In your own way. Bring a true dawn to Amphoreus.
Then, in the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget this. And now, let us all embark on this final grand journey. Stand with me and become heroes.
Turn over this nearly eternal page.
Let the Trailblaze write an ending unlike any that ever was. In the legend's ending, the world was pure chaos. Then the gods cast down the core flames, and the Titans were born within. The destruction's black tide fell to the ground, as Doomsday's distant reckoning resounded. Yet still, there were giants who chased the flames, leading the way in the grand undertaking of Trailblaze. Flow, golden blood, flow. Converge into a boiling river that flows across the divine inscriptions of this world. Aglaia, the chrysalis of gold, you must caress the holy city's web and hearken to the sounds of the stars. There shall be the three-faced goddess traversing through myriad passages, bearing tidings to you from the universe. Anaxagoras of reason has enough knowledge to refute the world and to stir up a torrent capable of enlightening all. Go seek the holy maiden who severs dawn from dusk, and let the sky become the slumbering cot from which she wakes. Make him return. Mightymost, the lance of fury, pierce the enemy's king with Kremnos' heroic souls. Set her at rest, Cyphera, the coin of whimsy. Command the frozen fate to once again flow. And that hand of shadow, Castoris, the master of the river of souls. She has been granted the right to embrace and warm new life, now blossoms at her fingertips. You will hear the chalice of plenty reverberating through eternity. You will see the veil of Evernight visiting before the break of dawn. Until the journey's end, when all beings reach the end of the earth. And the nameless new king ascends the throne alongside countless heroes to embark on the grand mission of deliverance. I have witnessed the distant past, where the blazing sun once etched the footprints of humanity. The children of humanity, known as the Chrysos heirs, have restored the gods' core flames and once more upheld the world. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value. Therefore, we cast even ourselves into the flame, only to inscribe the opening stroke in the poem of creation.
course, this will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
Peaceful days are like breezes, carrying the scent of wheat fields. So this...
Hi! I'm so happy to see you. Are you here to play with me? Wow, the breeze is so pleasant. I wish every day was as peaceful as the surface of the sea.
I want a pet puppy. A bunny would be fine too, I guess.
Ugh, boring. I want to go fishing.
What an adorable chimera! It deserves a really sweet name. Any ideas?